Bobcats, and welcome to TMA. We have a packed show for you, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to TMA. I'm Andrew Badillo.
And I'm John Franklin. Andrew, I'm super excited to get this show underway.
We're back.
Oh, we're back and better than ever.
It's been less than a month that we got together and did TMA for the first time, and we did such a great job, I guess, that they put us together again.
A dynamic duo, some might say.
Exactly. John, so biggest story, whether it's sports, news, entertainment, World Series. It's finally set, and it's probably going to be what I think is the most highly anticipated World Series since probably '04 with the Red Sox.
I mean, yeah, you have to bring that up in front of me. I'm a Yankees fan. You're
I'm
a Yankees fan too, but it's a rough one.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I mean, the Cubs haven't been there 1908. Let's party like it's 1908 is the whole big thing now. It's crazy to see that in our lifetime, the Cubs not only have become a team to make it to the World Series, but are so dominant. And you can't count out Cleveland. They haven't even lost a game in the playoffs yet.
Exactly. Well, they did drop Game 4
that's
in
right.
the ALCS,
Yep.
but pretty much unscathed other than that. John, 2 longest World Series droughts in baseball. The storylines are incredible for this World Series. You got a young team with the Cubs. You got a young team with the Indians. Both former Red Sox. It's crazy the storylines with this World Series coming up. But I think I want to focus a little bit more on the ticket prices, John.
Well, before you go off on that, I want to just bring up for those viewing that don't know much about the whole situation, the Chicago Cubs are in the World Series for the first time since 1945, and there was something brought up the other day that Hawaii and Alaska weren't states.
Yep.
World War II was still going on the last time the Cubs were in a World Series, so it's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, it's extremely unbelievable. Ticket prices for Cleveland, first couple games in Cleveland, John, $3,600. That's the average ticket price. That's not even a box seat.
You won't see me there. You won't see me there.
But I guess if you're a lifetime fan of either team, you gotta dish out the dough and go.
Yeah.
Really do. And Wrigley Field, guess how much tickets are going?
See, I know, so I'm not going to ruin the surprise for everybody else, but I want you to
$7,200. Are you serious? $7,200?
That's amazing. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. I mean, I don't even know. You could buy, how many cars could you buy with $7,200?
I have all I know is
you can't buy any cars with $7,200, but how many tickets could you buy a car with? You could buy a really nice car with 5 of those tickets.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Easily.
It's crazy.
And the best part is that, not the best part, but something that I would say is a hot take is that people are saying Steve Bartman could throw out the first pitch in Chicago.
For those of you who don't know, Steve Bartman was the fan who interfered with Moises Alou in Game 6 of the NLCS in 2003. He prevented an out on a fly ball. He reached over. He was a fan. He reached over and grabbed the ball before the player could catch it. After that, the Marlins went on to rally, win that game. They went on to win Game 7, and the curse was basically continued up until now. So we'll see if the Cubs can get it done. It's going to be pretty exciting. But after that, the World Series. Now we're going to toss it to Carrie Trice with your entertainment news.
Thanks, guys. Carrie here with your entertainment news. This week, Lady Gaga dropped her new album, Joanne, and while some are unimpressed with the songs, Rolling Stones magazine states it to be her best album in 5 years. Gaga shows her fans a different side of her as she sings about her life and the things she has experienced. Her song, Angel Down, also mentions the 2012 death of teenager Trayvon Martin. When asked about creating this song, Gaga stated, quote, "How can I not say something?" End quote. Fans can find the album available now on iTunes and Spotify. It seems like the Kardashians are never being left out of the news. This week, rumor went around that reality star Khloe Kardashian and Cavaliers player Tristan Thompson were engaged after only a couple months of dating. Several gossip sites reported that the two were planning on having a televised wedding ceremony. Of course, it was later reported that these rumors were just that, and the couple is not engaged. Many of you may have also seen Kourtney Kardashian's awkward interview on Australia's Today Extra, when co-hosts Sonia Kruger and David Campbell asked how her sister Kim was dealing with the Paris robbery. Kruger explained in an interview that one of Kourtney's publicists barged onto the set and tried to stop her from answering the question. The abrupt entry caused Kourtney to shut down during this live interview. But the Kardashians are not the only ones people are talking about. This week, it was announced that actor, writer, and Grammy-nominated artist Donald Glover, who also goes by the stage name Childish Gambino, will be playing the role of Lando Calrissian in the new Han Solo Star Wars film. The film will explore the background of Lando and others before they reach the days of Han and Darth Vader. Directors Phil Lord and Christopher Miller made a statement saying, quote, "We're so lucky to have an artist as talented as Donald join us," end quote. Glover also stars in his FX creation, Atlanta, and fans can also look out for him in the upcoming film Spider-Man: Homecoming. But for all of you Star Wars fans, looks like you will have a bit of a wait as the movie is not set to release until 2018. That's all the entertainment news I have for you today. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Carrie. And John, for the next topic, we're going to talk about social media and whether we should believe everything that we see on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever the social media platform may be. I know I certainly see a lot of things that my friends post, that other news outlets post, and it's up for debate whether to believe it or not.
Well, my favorite things are those mini quizzes that always pop
Yep.
up, and not BuzzFeed, because BuzzFeed isn't so bad when it comes to this kind of stuff. But there are some that you don't even know the name of them, and you're taking these quizzes and it says you're a super genius, you know, all this stuff.
Yep.
They could just say you're getting everything right just to get a click on their website.
Exactly. And with all the advertisements going on now on Facebook and Twitter, I feel like every time I log on to the app on my phone or on my laptop, I see 4 different things pop up before I can even scroll down my news feed or scroll down my Twitter feed. It's oversaturation at this point.
You know, one of the worst things, sorry to cut you off, is every time I go on Instagram, it's somebody's picture I know, sponsored ad, another picture I know, sponsored ad, and it's irritating.
Yeah,
it almost becomes too much.
Yeah, and I don't remember exactly when it was, maybe like almost a year ago now, when everyone was like posting those disclaimers that like they don't disclose any of their stuff to Facebook, because there was that rumor that Facebook now owned everything that everyone posted on the website, but it was the biggest hoax. And I saw my friends posting the same like almost ultimatum towards Facebook.
Damn.
And it was ridiculous. People were buying it left and right. It was crazy.
And you know what? It becomes almost a mass hysteria of, can we believe everything we hear when something's posted on the internet? Because
Exactly.
one small thing can create a gigantic problem.
Exactly.
And it happens almost every year with a different kind of internet phenomenon that just goes wild. You know?
And an example that's going on actually right now is with the election. You'll see a lot of people post different articles, and these websites or they're pretty much blogs. They're bipartisan. So whatever these posts are saying, one could attack Trump, one could attack Hillary. Some of these things are just not true.
Yeah.
And you really should just fact check everything you do. Go to a reliable source, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, NBC, to really fact check all of these things that are being said, because it is pretty crazy. All right, so transitioning now to an interesting little segment we have. Erica Bloomberg and John Welsh stop by to go over some self-defense tactics. Enjoy.
Thanks guys, Erica Bloomberg here with a very useful self-defense technique. Today, I will be using John as my demo, and I'll be showing you how to defend a bear hug from behind, arms trapped. Before I begin, I must emphasize that this technique is to be used only for self-defense and not to show off or start a fight. First, let me show you what the defense looks like. Now let me break it down step by step. So first, you're going to want to drop your weight and lift your arms. From here, your goal is to get your arms free. This can be done through elbows, kicks, whatever you feel you need in that moment. Once you feel like you have enough room, begin to turn around to face your attacker. Bring your arm up like this. You want to put that arm on the attacker's shoulder and get your other arm on this for control. From here, you're just going to want to cause enough harm to your attacker to give yourself time to get away. You can do this through a couple of knees, groin kicks. Not actually going to hit him today, but you want to get your attacker loose enough. And once you feel you got there, push them away from you to make your getaway. Next, I'm going to quickly review what to do in the case of a choke from behind. Now let's break this one down step by step. The second you feel the choke come on, both of your hands should go directly to the arm wrapping around your neck. You want to stop or hold off the choke as soon as you can to avoid getting harmed. From here, like last time, you're going to want to cause enough damage so that you can get away. Your options are pretty limited right here, but my preference is to throw a couple of elbows. From here, you're going to want to slip under your attacker's arm like this to give yourself some more options. Finally, a quick kick to the back of the leg should give you enough time to get away. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you're still interested in learning more defenses, look into a local studio. Stay safe, and back to Andrew and John.
Erica and John, and now to your 7-day forecast. Sunny skies today and pretty average fall temperatures throughout the week. Tuesday, it's going to be pretty much the same, 52 degrees and sunny. Wednesday, 50 degrees and sunny, and then some rain comes in on Thursday. The temperatures stay medium though, 50 degrees. Friday, partly cloudy at 54 degrees. Saturday, a little bit of rain at 57 degrees. And Sunday, 54 degrees. You guys, all your Bobcats, you can go out and study on a beautiful sunny day. That's your 7-day forecast. We'll be right back.
This week's trending topic is #that. We are your source for Quinnipiac entertainment news.
The freshmen this year have stepped in and really just eliminated that problem, doing the right plays at the right time.
I mean, it certainly seems like an uphill battle for this team, but Trisha Fabi is one of the best coaches at this university.
Bobcats hosting Arizona State. We'll start with this power play.
But she's strong. Good Lord, I saw her lifting one time. She could squat 3 of me. Like,
Oh, well, 7 of me then.
Welcome back to TMA. John, lots of news in the music industry lately. We got Lady Gaga, Chainsmokers, and my favorite, Foo Fighters. Let's start with Lady Gaga. She just came out with her new album, Joanne, and it's her first album that she released in the past couple of years. It's the newest album she's released in the past couple of years. The reviews weren't that good, calling the album a little gimmicky, sounding like it's a bad off-Broadway rock musical. She really hasn't come out with anything really powerful in the past, 6 years?
Well, I mean, the last thing she really came out with was that album she had with Tony Bennett. They did a few Christmas songs.
That was 2 years ago.
And, that got huge reviews. People loved it. They said she was getting out of her comfort zone. But it's kind of weird to see her transition into something that I don't believe she is suited for. I don't know. I obviously haven't had a chance to listen to it yet, but the way people are talking about it, it makes it seem she's giving up on the jazzy, like really just raspy, thick voice that she has. The one thing interesting about this is that she's going on something called a dive bar tour, where she's being filmed in, I guess, scenarios and situations of concerts where you wouldn't expect her to play. In, dive bars, places that you wouldn't see a Lady Gaga get up there more so than you would see like a You or Me get up there with a guitar and play a few
Well,
more
you,
songs.
not me.
Yeah, hey, we could do it together though. Pat Pitts and I, we have a good
Yes.
good duo singing together.
And then Chainsmokers.
Yeah.
They've been on fire past, couple of years now. They started a couple of years ago.
With Roses.
exactly.
Still one of the best songs out
Closer. It's been the #1 song now for a little over 2 months. And they're releasing a new EP in the next couple of weeks
Yeah.
with Don't Let Me Down, Closer, a couple other songs, and then they're releasing a new song as well. And All We Know as well, the new song that came out a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago. But yeah, they've been on fire lately.
I mean, you can't argue with success at this point. They're gonna stick around for a long time. They're so good, and you just have to get excited for what's coming out. you know?
Exactly. And then transitioning to my guys.
I'm just gonna let you go on
Foo
this.
Fighters came out of hiatus last weekend, and I cried. It was incredible. They've been on hiatus for the past 11 months after releasing their album in 2014, Sonic Highways. I'm a huge rock and roll guy, and I was like a little kid. Foo Fighters played with Sammy Hagar, Paul Stanley, Stuart Copeland, Perry Farrell, Steve Jones, and Jason Bonham. It was just an unbelievable night, a 25-song set list. They played classics, they played cover songs. It's just,
That was taxing for you to get through that one.
it
Oh
was
my.
taxing. Oh my God, it was amazing. So please, Dave Grohl, come out with new music soon, please. Save the current music industry, I beg of you. But transitioning now, Michael Delgado is standing by with a nice little banana pancake tutorial. Mike, take it away.
Thanks guys, Mike here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make banana Foster pancakes. These are really simple to make. I'm going to show you guys how to make them. Alright, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to prepare a pancake according to box instructions. I'm going to drop some batter on the pan. Yeah, broke a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, once the pancake is done, we can go ahead and set it aside, but keep the pan on the heat. What we're going to do is we're going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of butter to the pan. Just like that. Move that butter around, get it all nice and melted. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add our bananas in here. I chopped up 1 banana into little slices. Just move those all around, spread them out. Get the butter commingled with everything there. Then we're going to add about 2.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. So we're going to add that to the pan. Let that break down, and what this is going to do is, as the brown sugar heats up and starts to melt, it's going to create our banana Foster sauce. Just keep on moving stuff around, get everything all nice and mixed. See how it's creating a sauce? And at this point, if you want, you can add some cinnamon for taste. Whoops, might be a little bit too much, but that's fine, I like cinnamon. Add some cinnamon to taste, move it all around. Again, we want to mix things up as best as we can, and move quickly too. You don't want it to be around for too long. You don't want things in the same space for too long, so move things around quickly. You could also add some walnuts, some chopped walnuts or nuts for texture, if you would like. Alright, so there is our Foster sauce. What we're going to come do is we're going to pour this onto the pancake. Just like that. Boom. You have a nice, delicious, sweet breakfast. And it didn't really take that long now, did it? Alright, that's all from me. Back to you, Andrew.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. John, we're a week away from Halloween.
1 week away, but we got a little break to get to.
A little bit of a break to get to. And I know in college people dress up, was it 3-4 different nights for a Halloween costume. But what are you gonna dress up for Halloween? I know you're a pretty creative kid.
Well, you know, before we tell them, we got to take a quick break, Badillo. We'll be right back.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Qcash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's. Good evening and welcome to Sports Pause.
In the end, we're here to win a championship this year.
Jess Fontaine now has that. She's going to take a ripper off the post, but she's going to come back.
And my number one, hold your applause, Bobcats fans, is Quinnipiac.
All right, Victoria, you know what time it is. It's top 5 plays of the week.
My favorite time.
Welcome back, John. I jumped the gun a little bit before break there, but now we're going to talk about Halloween costumes. I know our early childhood, we dressed up as a lot of different things. Half the time our moms dressed us up to match our little friends or whatever. I know when I was little, I dressed up as Batman, and a bunch of my other friends dressed up as other superheroes. I loved Batman.
Yeah, for me I was Derek Jeter. My buddy was Alex Rodriguez when we were in like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, actually.
That's good times, though. You dress up as your heroes growing up.
Yeah.
But now we're practically adults, unfortunately. But not on Halloween.
No.
What are you going to be this year?
Well, just to go back, my favorite costume that I was when I was a kid, just to bring it up, was I was in 1st grade and I was dressed up as I think a boat captain, and I had a life vest and a captain's hat. And I'll never forget it. That was one of my favorites. But this year, I'm sticking with the childhood aspect, and I have to have a couple's costume because, I have a girlfriend. I'm growing up. It's myself, my girlfriend. We're Cosmo and Wanda from the Fairly Odd Parents, and our faithful Timmy Turner is the one and only Pat Pitts.
I love it. I love it. For those of you who watch TMA and don't know Pat Pitts, he will probably be hosting this show soon. You'll love him. He is adorable.
The cutest people ever.
But yeah, this year I'm going with a throwback back to the 80s. I'm going to be Jeff Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Unbelievable.
I bought the wig. I got everything going. All I need are some cool waves, all I need are some tasty waves, a cool buzz, and I'm fine. That's the line.
A nice big pizza, bring it to class.
Nice, Mr. Aloha, Mr. Hand. But yeah, Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. I always try to spice it up year by year. Sophomore year, I was A-Rod. I was thinking about getting a syringe and sticking it, a fake syringe, sticking it in my arm, just steroid jab. But yeah, Halloween.
It keeps you young. It just keeps you young.
Exactly.
Like, even if you can't trick or treat, you still get out there, you dress up, and you have a good time with your friends.
So speaking of Halloween, Steph, Morel, and Kelly Led with are standing by with a interesting little costume segment. Kelly and Steph, take it away.
Hi, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Steph.
And we have some fun Halloween costumes for everyone this year. So Steph, what are you going to be this year?
I'm actually going to be a ballerina. I just decided that. Just ordered my costume, so I'm praying that it comes in by Friday.
Oh, hopefully, fingers
Nothing like
crossed.
last minute. What about you?
I'm not sure yet, so perfect timing for this segment.
Literally perfect. I think if you have nothing else in your closet, just pull out all black and be a cat. I mean, you have a dress.
I already have the dress.
Black shoes, like some ears and
some eyeliner for makeup.
You're literally set to go.
I'm already stressed.
Not even just a cat, just any animal, I think, is like so super easy to do.
Yeah, and quick.
Yeah. I mean, what I can think of is if you don't want to be a cat, be a dog. Like,
Be a dog.
why not? Yeah.
Speaking of dogs, Snapchat filters are also very popular if you want to draw the face on. I know the flower crown is also very popular.
Oh,
Seeing
super
that
easy
all over
too.
Pinterest.
Yeah, it can be like Coachella, flower crown, like whatever you want to be. Or like the rainbow, like spitting out that. That's a great one.
My sister's going to be the gold crown for Halloween, so my mom made her a gold crown.
And you could be with a friend.
Exactly.
I
So
mean,
easy couples costume.
I mean, I don't know about the flower crown or anything, but another one I love.
Obviously, the Kardashians.
I mean, I don't think I can ever talk about that, like not talk about them in these like entertainment segments, but Kim and North over here.
With the cute little mermaid, so obviously that's very easy. You just have to wear basically half your bathing suit and then find a skirt. I know they sell them online. You can make one, put some fabric, so.
That's super easy. And another one, I can't not talk about them if it will go. Nope, not on my side. Penelope and North. I love them. I mean, I could just find a friend and be a ballerina like them.
So basically your costume, but the Kardashian version.
I know, with the Kardashian twist. Plus, but I ordered a pink bodysuit, so I think I'm stepping away from that. But literally, black, white. You can find it anywhere. Forever
Just a
21.
tutu, just a bodysuit, and you're all done. Put your hair in a bow, find a friend.
Just walk around in distress the whole entire time. Like, you're honestly set, but...
Little Chanel bag off your shoulder.
I know, right? Do you think you have any idea where you're going to be now after
I know,
this?
maybe me and my roommate will be Northwest and Penelope.
I
Who
think
knows?
that'd be a hit, but...
All right, well, have a happy Halloween week, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. And John, it's game time.
Oh, it's game day, as Dylan Fearon would say.
So today we're going to play a fun little game called What Would You Do If? Would you like to take the honors?
Yeah, I mean, just to give a little explanation of the game, Mike Delgado, our honorable EP, brought this up to us and said, you know, I heard this game. It's going to be very interesting. You ask someone in a situation where they have to make a tough decision. What would you do if? And my first question to you, Andrew, is what would you do if someone snaked your parking spot?
Someone snaked stole it.
Yeah, so, you know, we're both drivers, New Jersey,
Yeah.
New York. We take pride in how we
Oh.
drive, and somebody just slides in and takes it from you.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I'd probably drive away. I give them a nasty look and drive away. But it depends. Like, if it's like early in the morning and like North Lot's packed, let's say it's just North Lot, probably get out of my car and just, you know, scream at them. Like, North Lot is literally the bane of my existence and everyone else's existence, and today it was terrible. I had to park in Hogan. It's ridiculous. For those, and you all know Hogan's like a 20-minute walk to the student center. It's terrible. So that was a good one. So I got one for you.
Go ahead.
What would you do if it's sort of like you have two options? Would you travel around the U.S. with a small band, or become a sports reporter?
That's such a good one for me because how recognizable is my band?
You're up and coming.
Okay.
You're very popular in New Jersey.
And now sports reporting, I could be anywhere.
You could be anywhere. You could be anywhere.
Well, I guess I know that I know my decision would be in a fantasy world, music, because it's just the first thing I would love to do. But realistically, I would always go sports reporting because it's what I want to do in real life when I'm older. You know, so I'm gonna say, for the good of the game, tour around the U.S. with my small band.
There you go, rock and roll.
Yep, and my second one for you is more of a moral question because I want to see how morally truthful you are. What would you do if you saw someone drop $5 and they were walking away? Would you stop them or would you take the $5?
I would stop them. I saw them drop it.
Yes.
I would stop them.
Okay.
And be like, here's your money.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a bad
replace
person like
the $5 with a bag of Chipotle.
that. I'd still give it to them. I don't know what people order at Chipotle. Chipotle's sketchy. Like, you could just get something weird. I don't know. All right, well, that's all the time we have for TMA this morning. I hope you enjoyed the show. I certainly did, John.
Oh, we had a great time. We always have a great time when we do TMA together.
Exactly. For more information, visit our website at q30television.com and follow us on social media at Q30. Have a nice day.